Oh. Are we live? Yeah. We're... I don't see us live. I will go to your channel. I have... Oh. You can hear me. Hi, everyone. I'm already speaking. Grimskull
Hey,
says
Grimskull.
that I have a... Or are we supposed to be
Yeah.
talking? Okay. Hi, everyone.
We're just playing the little bit of the intro while we're waiting for everyone to get on.
Okay. Oh, hi.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Hi, Roy, Grimskull, Hugh, Demand.
Yep, that's Wit. Hey, Wit. Glad to see everyone joining in on the show today. It's going to be a fun one as we're going to be talking about Wednesday. But I thought before we dive right in, just want see.
I'm prepared.
She's prepared. Best I got is just like it made my hairs black. So
Yeah.
I love the t-shirt.
I mean, I saw it and I was like, okay, I have to have it before the show. So yeah.
Exactly. But no, I thought before we dive in, just wanted to hear how you're doing, Xanthi, and what's going on with you.
Yeah, thanks. Great to be here again. I have been sick. I am sick. I was sick yesterday also, the past few days. And yeah, so you probably can hear my voice. Apologies, but we will make the show as promised, but maybe keep it a bit shorter than usual. And hopefully my voice will stay good. But we have prepared a great show. Robert, you have found some nice trivia and everything. And so we're going to talk about Wednesday, but which one?
So I thought we
there's
just
one Wednesday. Sorry. Yes.
Well, I just figured we just go right into
the most
that, right?
Yes. Well, we're going to talk about the Netflix show Wednesday, that it is like the most modern, the most recent reincarnation of the Addams family. And on this one, it was Wednesday on Focus, the daughter. There she is.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we can discuss a bit about the past shows, films, and everything from the past, all the Addams family. So did you like the Wednesday show on Netflix? What did you think?
I mean, I loved it. I was excited when we were thinking like for subjects to talk about for today. When you mentioned Wednesday, okay. But I have to admit, when you said that, like, oh wait, I should make sure I watched everything.
Yes.
So
Hi, testing. Yes.
So like right after you decide that, I think I like binge watched it like the next day or two, or just so it's kind of like still fresh in my mind. But I mean, I love the program just because it was like it just kind of like reflect the time of when the show was done. It wasn't like I didn't know if it was going to be something that was a little bit dated, like maybe like
Mm,
would take place like a earlier decade or something like that. But for them
mhm.
to keep it current, but you still honored the past programs and incarnation, I thought it was well done, and I just and Jenna Ortega's performance really set the tone just because of how much she prepared for playing the character, as well as just how
Mhm.
she interacted. I thought it was great.
She was great, and I have to say my opinion is okay. I love the show. I liked it a lot. I was a bit, I don't know why. I was a bit hesitant also to begin with,
Mhm.
because I was like, okay, Adam's family. Oh, I mean, I love Adam's family, but Wednesday, a TV show, what is this going to be about? Uh, because I would prefer to see something with Morticia, I don't know. Anyway, but of course, Christina Ricci was a very nice surprise that she plays
Mhm.
also on the show. And when I started to watch it, of course, I was excited. Of course, I was excited, but I was a bit, there was something in my brain that was like, is this going to be good? But Tim Burton,
Yep.
of course, behind the scenes, that I wouldn't have missed it just for that. And I have to be honest, the slight negativity that I had on the first episode, it was okay, Adam's family, Wednesday, goth, everything, the school. But it was just that. And I was like, oh no, school, high school kids. I mean, am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to relate? But yes, it's not so much about the high school. There are so many more things going on. So it was great. But that was my initial impression. But then I just watched the whole thing. Oh, well, not in one go, but like, yeah, very fast.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that
Mhm.
it took place in the Nevermore Academy, it certainly opened up. It almost like kind of reminded me of the idea of like the whole world building concept, just because they're introducing new characters in that realm, and they took so
Mhm.
much less emphasis of the family, but just focus on Wednesday as a character. So I thought it was an interesting take, just because like because Wednesday the character is so unique in terms of a stark contrast as the family, where she's like,
Mhm.
uh, I think.
Uh, your audio is a bit. Speak again.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Say something.
Testing.
Yes, a bit closer to the microphone. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay, no problem. So no, what it was that I thought it was an interesting choice that the show was focusing specifically on Wednesday. Otherwise, why would they call the show Wednesday? Which I totally get.
Yes,
But
yes,
I think
yes.
it was interesting that although Jen Ortega was the main character, the fact that the supporting cast, I think they could hold their own, but at the same time, it just add an interesting dynamic
Mhm.
because you're learning the new characters, but also they also play off well uh, with Wednesday, and
Mhm.
just to see her interact where you don't really see much of it in earlier incarnation of the program or the characters. So it was a nice change of direction. So I mean, the fact that it was at the academy, I thought it was almost like a nod to like just like the past other types of programs where it's either in a school academy or just where there's a lot more, dare I say, younger folks
Yeah,
there
yeah, that. Yes, yes,
to make it
younger.
more
The
plausible.
youngsters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I think just a lot of different choices and the way they went with it, it was a lot more palpable. It didn't just seem like it was just kind of like pell mell, like okay, let's
Mm.
throw in a school and stuff.
No, it was a nice plot. And Roy made a comment like, I didn't recall Pugsley being so passive as a character. It's a great comment, but I guess maybe they did it like that. That was the intention, since it was all about Wednesday. But yeah, he was a bit. And he was kind of a passive, but wasn't he a bit more naughty? Isn't he supposed to be more like,
Well,
I don't remember so much, but yeah.
I know like whether it's in the movies or TV show that anytime Pugsley and Wednesday would get together, it seemed to be like in a compromising position, like you'd see him like in the guillotine or maybe like in like one of those strapped in like electric chair, and like Wednesday's about to do something,
Yeah.
but they never really like
Yeah. Do
complete the
it.
act. So I could see
Yeah.
how they just kind of like, well, since he's kind of easy pushover, let's make him, let's play up for it. So
Yeah.
it wasn't too much like a deviate from
Mhm.
Pugsley. I think they just kind of like maybe went heavy on that just to play off of Wednesday's um bold, maybe aggressive playing, if you want to call it, with the Pugsley.
Let's call it a nice balance between Wednesday and Pugsley, like the energetic teenager girl and the more passive preteen. He's in his early teens in that, I guess. I don't, yeah. Mm.
But
And the rest in peace, Lisa Loring, by the way, the original Wednesday. Yes. And you said that also.
yeah,
Mhm.
it was just a
Mm.
surprise that they get the notification about that.
Today on our show.
Yeah,
Today.
I was like, I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
good sign for before the show, but okay, we'll go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Mm.
But
But mhm.
yeah, no, I mean, when I was like trying to check like the cast like of Wednesday, um, I know there's at least one that stood out that was like from a previous incarnation of the Addams Family or the movies, which was uh, Christina Ricci there, which was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, only for that, I would have watched it just for Christina Ricci because, I am that generation. I was like a kid or closer to her age when she was portraying Wednesday. So I'm closer age wise to Christina Ricci. So I could relate to her. And I was very curious to see what kind of characters he would play because okay, you see her at the beginning, oh, I'm the mother of the dorm mother, what is it called? I'm like, yeah, right, let's see where this is going to be. Like, yeah. But you had a very nice image. I don't know if you can bring it if it's not too much trouble, the image with all the cast of this
Yep.
uh,
This is a little bit of a sneak
show.
preview of the trivia contest we have for all the audience members. But let me pull up the
I mean,
picture.
yes, because we have big names. I mean, we have Catherine Zeta-Jones, Luis Guzman, if I say his name correctly, and then Christina Ricci and Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones. We have big names, right?
Right. I mean that was
And the kids did a great job. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Oh no, I was just
Oh, right. Yes. Mhm.
no, like when I heard Gwendolyn Christie, like why does that name sound familiar? Then when they talk about Games of Thrones, like okay, so
Uh, yes.
because
She was very nice in Wednesday. She did a great job.
yeah, it was kind of funny that when they were talking about the show, I mean, they did reference, like how she looked so different when she was in Game of Thrones, and I don't know like what interviewer she had spoke to, but she had said that it gave her a chance to be a lot more play out more on a feminine side than someone being more aggressive, like was
She felt more pretty or beautiful. Yes, like that. And well, yes, she was not dressed in heavy armors and slaughtering everyone in her path. She was dressed very smart, nice hairdo, like a principal, like a not principal. What is the name? A dean. She was a
yeah,
dean or principal or dean. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
I think just because like the
Yes.
type of character she played, I mean, it made sense just because that she had to be a lot more. I don't know if I would say authoritative, but just someone that was very that could play
Yeah.
both the stern, but
Yeah.
also with the but not too
Mhm.
stern. And I thought she played off well with Ortega. Although well, I better not spoil too much, but just it'll be interesting.
Spoilers.
Yeah, in next season as to whether if we might come back or anything. So
Uh, oh yeah, there is going to be a second season, right?
yeah, they announced it I think last week that a season 2 is coming up, and I thought maybe that might open the door some things that we didn't see in season 1. One of which cousin it wasn't in there. You only see him like spoiler. You only see like a painting of him, but so maybe like this will give a chance to see where it
Hmm.
was, and maybe
I haven't read anything. I don't want to read. I don't even want to spoil me of the like teasers of season two.
yeah, they haven't, other than them
Yes.
making the announcement, that was about it. So
Okay.
so I'm
Mm.
just as much in the dark as you are.
Okay. Cool. What did you think about Morticia Adams and Gomez Adams? Because it has been a controversy, or.
Well, I think what was
Hi,
interesting.
Golden Coin.
Hey, Golden
Mm?
Coin. I think what was interesting is that when and pardon me, this the like sound like an old fogey. When they first introduced the Adams Family, it wasn't. Most people thought it was like the TV show, but it was actually originally introduced as a cartoon in the New Yorker, and so
Yes. Hmm.
yeah, and so Charles Adams, I think the ethnicity. I can't pronounce it.
Ethnicity.
Thank you. Uh,
Ethnicity. Yes.
wasn't as brought up as
Mm?
prominent as it was when you first saw the Addams Family movie, and then especially in Wednesday with the casting of Louise Gomez as
Like Hispanic,
right.
Hispanic
Yep,
more.
Hispanic Latino,
Yes. Mm?
and
Latino. Mm?
Morticia. I thought it was a cool casting of her. I
I loved Catherine Zeta. I don't know. I don't know. If there are haters, but I love the cast. I loved Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I think that what is his name? Gomez. I forget. Always forget his name. Where is it?
Louise Gomez,
Luis Guzman.
Guzman. Excuse
Yes,
me.
Guzman. Guzman. He did a great job. I
It's
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like I think it was it was interesting just as to how much he interact with Morticia Adams because they're both very, I guess, amorous or hands-on, however you want to describe the relationship.
Yes. 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 They have always been.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
more like understated. Like he didn't have to like really play it that heavy, but you could see that he was honoring the character just because of how much he was closer to Morticia. Dare I
Hmm.
say, idolizer. So it was an interesting twist to see that as well as how it kind of played into the plot. I got to be careful to be spoiler, but so to see the things interweave between the show and the characters of it, I thought it was well done and pretty interesting too.
Mm. Do we have any? You say trivia. You have done some trivia investigating. Where do we
Okay, so
take it?
so we'll take it from the
Yes.
images that we see here. Oh,
Yes.
so let me just advance to the next image there. So
Right.
okay, so you can see I try to use the fonts. So if you can't make it out, one says A, B, and
Mm.
C. And remember, this is Wednesday's trivia. So the question here is,
Yes, I liked it that it was what Certain says a murder mystery, and that is what separated and made it worthwhile, and not stick to like kids,
yeah,
youngsters in a high school drama. So that yes.
it kind of reminded me like when you
Mm.
mentioned you were interested in watching Buffy, the fact that it was like a murder mystery involved.
Buffy's is a different. Oh my
I know,
god! Yes,
but just like some of the episodes, my memory of Buffy is a little bit hazy. But I know like there were some episodes that had the kind of like a slight mystery type of like some of the shows.
there is always some sort of mystery and death and creatures and killings. It is morbid as well. And just to have a small parenthesis, I don't know if I said it before. I was talking about it with my brother when I was on holidays, and
Okay.
his wife. He was making fun of us, like, "What, Buffy? It is so cringe and silly." And I was like, "Yes, it is, but that's the point. I mean, it is cringe to watch it now, but back then I mean, when I saw the first episode, I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, this is really how I was in the 90s in high school."
Yeah.
I was like that. When it came out, I was just finishing high school, so I was on my way to college. But the whole aesthetics, the dressing, I was not like into the as goth
Yeah.
back then, or like dark.
Right.
So I'm watching Buffy and I can relate with the fashion, which is horrible to see it now. It is horrifying and cringe, but that's a different subject.
Right.
So I mean, I cannot relate. I can relate only because I have been there in nostalgia, but
Yeah.
not in. Yes, that Buffy was so awesome. Yes.
No worries. No, it's just like some of the topics you mentioned kind of remind me of an earlier comment you had
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes.
But okay, so
Mm.
the trivia I have for
Trivia.
everyone
Yes.
here. So if you remember the early image, it's the question as to whether if you can match the names that you see here: Lisa Loring, Jenna Ortega, Christine Ricci, excuse me.
Christina Ricci.
Ugh,
Yes. Mm?
uh, which one is A, B, or C. So just let me pull up the earlier one. So there you go again, A, B, and C. And if you can match the names with the image, that's
Put back the name. Yes.
Yep.
Are they supposed to watch the? No. Yes. Yeah. I guess it's too easy. Oh, let's see. Can you make it? Can you guys figure it? Yes.
Well, since I made it, it wouldn't be unfair for me to answer now, but we'll give
Yes.
the audience and you a chance to take time, or if you need the time.
Or which one?
Mhm.
Has played in more than one? Which we have already said it. Which one of A, B, or C has appeared?
And
Lisa Loring is black and white. C. Jenna is A, and Christina is B.
give that man a prize because
I guess
that is
that is,
correct.
of course, it's correct.
Yep.
And
See, there you go.
B has appeared in more than one
Yes,
shows.
which actually may be a hint of the next question I have,
Oh
everyone.
my god! Did I spoil it? I didn't know the
No,
questions,
no,
guys. I
no,
didn't know the. Sorry, sorry.
no, because like it actually is a perfect segment, which was of the actress you saw earlier.
Oh,
Can you name where they first appear? So the first one is the movie The Addams Family Values. Well, actually, not necessarily first, but just if you can match the genre with the actress. The first one we have listed is movies Addams Family Values. Second
mhm,
one's Netflix Wednesdays. If you heard early comments, that might be a big
mhm.
giveaway. And the TV version of it, which is The Addams Family.
Okay, let me. I want to say something, Robert. Don't take it the wrong way. You also
Yeah,
mentioned it yourself.
I know.
I applaud your effort that you did that. But yeah, the font's selection could have been somewhat clearer.
Yeah,
But
believe me,
okay.
you should have seen the earlier drafts.
Oh my god.
So
But
that's why I had to read it
Roy
all.
looks like he's a huge fan. Yeah.
So yeah, Christina
Yeah.
in Addams Family Value. That's one. Jen on Netflix. Yep. And TV was Lisa. That's correct.
Yes.
So let me
Yes.
just pull it up for everybody here.
And Adam's Family Value, is that the second
That's the second
movie?
movie.
Yeah. With Christina Ricci. Yes.
And then I've got a different one. I'm not sure if everyone might know this one. So
Uh-huh.
okay. So it says which actress has voiced Wednesday's Adam in an animation? So your choices are A. Tara Strong, B. Winona Ryder, C. Jennifer Hale, or D. Chloe Grace Moretz.
Well, listen, I know Jennifer Hale. She has voiced Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. And she has voiced, oh my god, she's doing the uh, but I want to say baguette, but that is correct. The wrong. That's not bayonet. Not baguette. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Now you're gonna make me
Bayonet.
hungry.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Uh, that was funny, or at least I yeah. So she has a more deep voice.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Tara
So
Strong. I know that name. Winona Ryder.
so Roy guess. So we have one guess for Winona Ryder.
Is it?
Uh,
Oh my god. I have no idea.
let's see if someone's gonna
Should
jump
be
in before I
ashamed of
reveal it.
myself for not knowing.
Well, I mean, it was fun the research about the show
Mhm.
and TV. So so when I saw that, oh, that's interesting. I actually got another fun trivia fact that I found out that really threw me for a loop that I think people might find interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask the question again for everyone. Which actress has voiced Wednesday Adams in the animation? A. Tara Strong. B. Winona
Oh,
Ryder.
Roy is cheating.
Ah, Roy. C. Jennifer Hale or D. Chloe Grace Moretz. Before we go to what Roy might find out, do you want to take a guess before I reveal the answer?
I completely guess. I'll go with Tara Strong. Completely
Okay.
guess.
All right. So here's the answer, everyone. Before Roy spoil it, just kidding.
Oh, it's Chloe.
Yep.
Grace says, oh, it's her. So it's D.
Yep. I
Oh.
think I don't know if it was like 2 years ago or maybe 2017 when they released a recent animation of it. She voiced Wednesday Adams, and I
Mm.
believe Oscar Isaac, who was in Star Wars as Poe, he voiced Gomez Adams, and they had Charlize Theron as Morticia, which I thought was
Wait,
interesting.
what? I didn't know that. I have to watch it now because of the cast. It's amazing. Okay.
Okay, we had Kristen had
Yes.
Gessie, and oh, okay.
Yes.
So okay. So that was the
That was the
so
trivia.
that was a trivia. So let me
Oh, that's great.
where oh there it is.
Mm.
There we go. So yeah, so it was pretty interesting to find that out. But here's something that I didn't know. Um, right after the TV show went off the air, they brought it back slowly, and one of the incarnation was an animation that they had paired in a Scooby Doo episode, and they actually brought the cast back to voice
Mhm.
the uh, the the characters. But then a later iteration, they weren't able to get everyone back. But what I found was interesting that one of the voices for Pugsley in the animation was actually Jodie Foster when she was 10 years old. And I'm
What?
like, yeah, I know. It totally blew me away. I'm like, is that right, Jodie Foster? But yeah, she.
Okay.
I couldn't find a clip of her voicing Pugsley, but it really threw me for a loop to
Mm.
hear. Because like
I guess a kid's voice. I guess it can be. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
because I know it's not uncommon to have like female actresses to voice like uh boys cartoon voices like I'm trying to think of like what was a good example of that. 'Cause I know Tara Stronghead did one. I know like
I have to
she
Google Tara Strong. I
but
know
she had
her.
voiced Batgirl in the Batman animation series. She did the voice of Bubbles in
Right,
Powerpuff
that's
Girls.
how I know her. It's
Yep.
Bubbles. See, these
Yep.
Bubbles. That's why I know her because I know
Yeah.
that name.
And sometimes she would play
Yeah, I have
like
pajamas with Powerpuff Girls. Sorry. Yeah, I do.
yeah,
I do. Yeah.
so when I think about that, like, okay, that makes sense for Jodie Foster to be Pugsley voice. But it was pretty mind blowing to read that. I'm like, okay,
Mm.
yeah, and John Aston, yeah, memorable as Gomez Adams for sure, definitely.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I'd be interested because I know like we mentioned that cousin spoiler. Actually, let me see if I have something to indicate that. Oh, here it is.
You're putting the spoiler sound. Spoiler. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to be spoiled, mute. Yeah.
So we had mentioned that.
If you can. Yes.
Yeah, I got
Keep
it. And I was like, "Ugh." All right, I got to fix that. So we had mentioned that it wasn't physically in Wednesday, but we didn't see the grandmother on the show either. So
Is she
I'm
going to?
wondering, like, if
Yeah.
she might appear in season two.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I mean, we
But
will probably see more characters that didn't appear on the first season. It's only natural, I guess, to see the ones that we haven't seen.
but so if you were the casting director, like who would you want to play the grandmother, or better yet, it?
Oh no, I don't know. That is that is a very hard question. The grandma. Oh my god, that is. Uh, well, who is one from the one from the? Oh, we take the. My brain is not working, guys. Hocus Pocus.
Bette Midler.
I'm not thinking of Betty Midler, but the other, not Sarah Jessica Parker, the other one, the more, what is it, red brunette, red hair?
Jessica Parker.
No, no, the other one.
Uh, was it Kathy Najimy?
I think it's her. That's her name. I have
Is
to
there?
Google.
Okay.
Where's the cast? Hocus Pocus cast. Oh, Google has uh, Betty Midler.
But if they asked if they were who
Yes,
could play like
Kathy Najimy, or yeah, I guess. Oh, that's what she came into. Well, Betty Midler would be also great with the crazy hair and everything. I guess I don't
huh,
know. Glenn Close would be fantastic.
yeah,
Yes,
that's a good choice, Kristen.
actually,
That'd be pretty cool.
yes.
I know like I don't know if like if the grandpa was was he in the movies? The
Yuri, hi
grandfather.
Yuri. Uh,
Yep,
what?
Anthony Jimmy.
Yes. Um, but would you I had something in my mind. I wanted to say something about like the overall experience that I found this Wednesday a great, nostalgic, great plot. It suitable for all ages. I guess not teenagers, youngsters. Okay, there is some blood and gore, not too young, but young adults could enjoy it. I mean, also the
Yep.
fashion, the clothes, but older generations like us can enjoy this show because besides that, the fact that it takes place in a high school or a college or whatever it is, there is a lot of things that we can relate to, and the nostalgia also is a big part of it. Just for the that alone, the videos adult wins the Adams great videos. No, no,
Oh,
no. Link us gladly. I'm good, Yuri. I am a bit. I'm still sick. You know, the voice is starting to fade away, but I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're hanging in there. We're
yep.
here.
So Roy mentioned
Mhm.
something that actually he was reading mine because I was thinking that before
Oh,
they had aired on TV, they didn't have any names. Like they were just it was just a
like on the
cartoon series.
comic, on the cartoon, they didn't have names.
No, they didn't. The cartoon was just like one of those like one panel images you see in the New Yorker or so, like a
Mm-hmm.
stand out.
Done with
So
this.
the creator Charles Adam didn't have name for the characters. It wasn't until like when they had started the show that they had to come up with names and they start filling like backstories for each character.
Okay,
What was interesting is that I don't know if like for each iteration, but the character Morticia Adams was based on Charles Adams' wife. Now, I think
makes
he was
sense.
married 2 or 3 times, so
Which
I'm not
one
sure.
then? We don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. But I'm like,
Okay.
okay, but what I heard was I guess his second wife, somehow she got, like, part rights of the show, so I think when they started to move from the TV to the movie, they took some, finagling to be able to get the rights to be able to show the movie, so when I read that, I'm like, "Oh, man,
The
that's."
moral of the story: if you want to do something that might give you royalties or stuff, I don't know, check with the lawyer if you have had three wives. Like that can be, or three husbands for that matter. I mean, it goes both ways. Just
3 mates,
fi-
yeah.
fix your paperwork.
Yeah, so to learn that no characters, names, and then the inspiration
Oh,
for each characters, and to learn all that, it was pretty interesting. One thing I thought was funny is that, and I'll ask everyone this because I didn't really think much of it, but I did it did I was wondering is the character thing is
hmm?
thing right-handed or left-handed?
I'm trying to think now. By the way, the hand, it was great the way they did
Yeah.
it. I think it was amazing.
It was so cool
Uh,
they hired like a character.
I
I mean
think
like an
it is
actual.
right. It has to be right. Or is it right? Or
Yeah. It,
it
it
is
was
right.
right.
Ah, yeah, you did that. Yes, yes. Right. That is a
They
good question. Yeah.
it was what was funny is like on the TV show, whenever you saw Thing, he was like in a box, so you didn't see anything else. So
Mm.
they actually had the character who portrayed Lurch, he was also Thing. So he was wondering if people were paying attention. So there's one episode where he played Thing left-handed, and no one had said a thing about it.
Oh, it was yeah, okay. I guess those details, not everyone. Some people might notice, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but I just like I had always wondered, like, well, I mean, it wasn't until like in the movies you saw a thing outside of the box,
Mm.
and I'm like, well, wait a minute, was he left or right? And then
That's
I
a
learned it
good
was right.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it was just on a lark. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I gotta find out. But what was interesting is that there was actually some controversy to make Thing to escape from his box, because they said that I think people were concerned that when Thing walked around, it looked like a spider the way he was
Mm,
like,
mm.
and they thought they would kind of like, I don't know if it was like they were afraid that they would freak out the younger audience and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
when
because
they
everything else, like just having a hand by itself walking around, will not freak the younger audience. Okay.
yeah, so
But
I mean,
okay,
I
yeah,
didn't really.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, I totally agree. So, and I think the director had made similar comments saying that it would just be implausible just to keep Thing in just one location
Mm,
without exploring. So they had to let
yeah.
it free, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think what's even more fascinating is when I watched the behind the scenes as to like how they had Thing in the movie. I thought they would use CG, but they didn't at all. It was
Yeah.
a real actor. In fact, when I was double checking the cast for the Wednesday, they list the guy who performed things, movements, and everything like that, just to give it life.
Mm, yeah.
I don't know if it was his friends or something, but they said they could tell like if it was him that was being Thing or someone else if they like watch a commercial, something like that.
Mm.
So
Yeah, they people want you, or Joshua wants you to do the Wednesday dance, but you don't have to. But that's also a cool thing of that show, the whole dance that this was choreographed herself, goth inspired, of course, but over exaggerated a bit. But it was obvious that it was goth dancing inspired. And then yes, we are doing a show about Wednesday on a Monday. We are anarchy on YouTube, anarchy. Yeah. So listen, I know that we're having a great time, but
I know we gotta
I
let you go.
it's a weird day because I'm have a very bad cold and everything. So um, it's time to, yeah, wrap things up. But
Say,
yes,
no, I was gonna say
not
like, well, yeah, I was gonna, but I guess I had like one fact that, but yeah, so we're just gonna wrap the show early. But folks, if you're interested, and just to assure you that the music we played was royalty free, and the uh, the artists just all they request is we just give them credit for the music. So that's in the YouTube description. So
that
if you
is
want to check it
great.
out,
Hmm?
just check it out. So I was pretty happy that it does
Mm.
exist. One last trivia
Thanks, Josh.
before I go
Yes,
is that the Adams Family, the song is actually on public domain. The creator, I think Vic Miz was the name who did the theme show for the Adams Family.
that is
Had
great.
Yeah, so just let folks know that the actual theme song is on public domain.
We're safe. We're good. Yeah.
We're good, folks. So
Yes.
because I know there's gonna be one guy going like,
Mm, mm.
but on that note, Xanthi, I hope you feel better. We're
Thank
gonna
you so
wrap things
much.
up,
Thank
and
everyone. Thank you everyone for joining us today
yeah,
on
and
this show about Wednesday.
uh,
Yes.
on a Monday, on
On a
Wednesday, about
Monday.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
and
No
I love
hard
the
stone.
T-shirt.
Yes. Thanks.
All right, folks, we're gonna wrap up, and if you got any questions or comments, leave it on the comments, and we'll look out for it, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you like it, or if you know anyone that might enjoy it, please share, like.
Give it a
I
thumbs up
mean,
and everything. That exactly.
that
Mhm.
too. Please do,
Thanks, Kirsty.
and we will wish everyone a good day, and we'll catch you guys
In
next month,
about
I
a
guess.
month. Yes.
As
Mm.
what we'll talk about, well, as we get
We will
closer to
see.
the show, we'll see. So,
Yes. Okay.
all right, take it easy, everyone.
Bye, everyone.